Hey everybody, this is John and welcome to the free video. Let's take a quick look. I want to take a look at the tech sector. This is the daily chart over here, and we got the 78-minute chart right here. So of course every stock index right now is in a downtrend. The question is, from here, do we roll over and die and take out the lows, which is kind of a consensus, or is it going to surprise to the upside? It's important to understand that even in the midst of 2008, while things were bad, there were times when the markets would rally 5 or 6 weeks and the moving averages would all cross positive before the next down move. And so the question is, do we automatically go lower from here? And a lot of times in a situation like this, especially for folks that are newer to trading, they'll spend too much time watching the news. And if you look at the news and say, like, oh my gosh, 6.6 million jobless claims, this market's going to die. Keep in mind, if you are hearing it on the news, you are the last to know. The market already knows. The major participants already know. The market is looking forward to 3 months from now, 6 months from now. Does this mean that the government's going to add more stimulus, right? So you got to remember that. And so it's important to just kind of be able to look at the tape. And as I always say, in a market like this, you've got to play those smaller time frames. So what we've had today is we do have a squeeze setting up on the daily chart of XLK. You can see we had the squeeze long fire off here, nice rally. Then as we got up here, the short fired off, and now that's running out of steam. So the question is what happens tomorrow? So XLK, I'm going to be watching. Also keep in mind, we are in a range now, okay? This happened in 2008 as well, where we might have this prolonged fierce decline, and you can make a lot of money on those if you're playing it right, but you cannot use those same strategies when you go into what I call violent sideways consolidation. We are in violent sideways consolidation, all right? This is a different market, and this is going to be this could be this way for even a few more weeks before we get a decisive break up or down. So from there, the question is what to short and what to buy. So if I could only pick two, I would short, oh gosh, if I can type this in. Oh, nope, I certainly can't. So to me, banks are the ones to short. So if we're looking at a sector, XLF, and by shorting, I always like to short a rally. Ideally, I would short a rally to the 21-period moving average on the daily chart. That's currently $21.81. The question is can we get to it? And I do expect that to make new lows. So I'd like to go out and buy May. On the long side, there's two I like. GILD. This is one where you've got nice daily price structure, and in an environment like this, something that could benefit from anything medicine related, anything being tested or anything like that too, as well as mRNA. You'll notice on both of these they also had daily squeezes, which is why I'm attracted to them. So we'll see if this thing can take out that swing high and get some activity to the upside. All right, that's what I got. You guys have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you at the next update. All right, so if what you've been seeing in this markets is either distressing or confusing, or it's like, all right, how, or really if you're just asking, how do I take the most advantage of this? We are going to be hosting a free webinar on Thursday, April 2nd. Okay, so this week, just in a couple days. The link, you'll see a link in your email, but you can also type in simplertrading.com/madness. All right, 7 o'clock Central Time. And Danielle will be talking about profiting from the momentum madness. So she's got some case studies that she's been working on. So her quick $5,185 profit in the S&P at the market close. And Danielle, she's been doing this now for, gosh, 5 years, has really got some. What she did is she came in, she studied all the traders at Simpler Trading, myself, Henry, Carolyn, just going down the list, and basically took the best of each of them and combined it into her own system. She's really got some really cool stuff in how she does this now. So she's got a case study there. She's trading a small account, so if you're newer or have a small account, this is the perfect kind of class for you, or the perfect webinar. So why the trading rules you've always known have to change, like what worked. So there's a saying, the skills that got you out of Egypt are not the same skills that are going to take you to the promised land. It's the same thing. The skills that made you money in January and February ain't the same skills that are going to work in this kind of environment. How to take advantage of overnight gaps instead of getting your face ripped off. Another case study, the momentum move that booked $500 in the Qs and almost $2K in the S&P futures, and the key patterns in the most historical market we've ever seen. So some really good, solid information to help you navigate your way through this. All right, you guys have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you on the other side.